Steve and Carlos Show. Your host, Steve Scott.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Wave, come on, everybody. Come on, you can do that. Paul, you're on the air.
Morning.
Good morning.
How is everybody? It's Tuesday morning, guys. Close to the hump day.
Good. Everybody's good.
Great, awesome. Well, we've got an exciting Steve and Carlos show for you today. We have a fun video to get started. Rick, are you ready to do that? A quick 4-minute video. Hopefully it will lighten your morning. I thought it was kind of fun.
I was a big shot, working in the big city, Metro North Line, 60 minutes door to door. Now I teach grade school. While social isolating, I love my children, but I don't like them anymore.
It's a long day teaching my children. I do math and science.
Social studies and PE.
Feel like a bad mom, 'cause I don't remember fractions.
Feel like a bad dad, sitting on the couch watching TV.
And I'm home, homeschooling. And I'm home, homeschooling.
All the teachers keep sending us emails. I can't read them, 'cause I'm breaking up a fight.
Reading and writing. Then up next it's Spanish. It's no bueno. Ni no hablo español. Casa. Casa schooling. And I'm home, homeschooling. Homeschooling now, I'm 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 homeschooling now.
I want a real school, one without parents, where my classmates don't pick their nose. I want device time. I miss playing Fortnite. How long has Daddy been wearing those clothes? Ew!
And I'm homeschooling now, I'm homeschooling now, and I'm homeschooling now, I'm homeschooling now, homeschooling now, I'm homeschooling now. Homeschooling now, I'm homeschooling now, and I'm homeschooling now, I'm homeschooling now, homeschooling
poop my pants.
So that was fun. My hat's off to all of you who are homeschooling while you're doing everything else you are doing. I can't imagine. Like, thankfully, my youngest is doing her work on her own and graduating, sort of graduating. We have neighbors who have four under the age of 11. Oh my God, I bless them every time I drive by their house. I can't imagine. Anyway, so we got a fun agent spotlight today. We have Chris DiBiase from the Ridgefield Market Center who's going to join us. Chris, you're there?
I'm here.
Awesome. So Chris is newer. How long have you been at KW now, Chris?
I came to Keller Williams January 2019.
Great. Awesome. You want to tell us a little bit about your whole story, and then Carlos will ask you some questions.
Yeah, so I got licensed in June 2018. Really didn't do any business that year. I think I closed like half a transaction. That was because Kim Kendall was gracious enough to co-list with me on a property. I think she felt bad for me. So we came over to Keller Williams in 2019. In February, I really had to sit down, talk with myself. And, we talk to ourselves all day long as real estate agents, right? We
Yes.
seem crazy.
Nope.
And I had that talk with myself. It was either you do it or you don't do it. So I really put my nose to the grindstone then, busted my butt last year, and went full-time in February of this year.
Great. Awesome. Carlos, you want to ask a question?
Yeah. So tell me how and thanks for being on the show. Tell me about your business and how it changed in the last couple of weeks.
So what's going on has affected me different than I'd say it has affected, well, actually I'm pivoting, I think, differently than most people. A lot of people are diving into technology right now, utilizing Zoom and virtual showings, or Zoom for buyer consults and listing presentations and electronic signatures. I've always been into technology. It's what attracted me to KW. Culture and technology were the two main aspects that got me, really on the path of Keller Williams. So that's a blessing, and it can be a curse because you can hide behind technology at times and you lose the human aspect of the relationship. So it's easier for me to reach out to people I don't know than do know. And what this has allowed me to do is really reach out to like my sphere of influence and just say, hey, what's going on in your life? How has this turned it upside down, really? And
Right.
It's not like, it's not a phone call. It's like, did you know that I'm in real estate? It's totally different. And it's allowing me that opportunity to reconnect with people that have gone, relationships have gone literally dead or dormant, and reintroduce that relationship. And now it gives me the opportunity, because it all falls upon me, whether or not I'm going to follow up, 2 days down the road with a text or another call or a week or email or something like that. So it's given me literally a second chance to reignite my sphere of influence and grow it.
And tell us how you're making that communication.
By phone call instead of through, with technology, you can either hide behind text, you hide behind social media posts. It's just picking up the phone and calling and saying, most of the time they know it's you. You're probably stored in their phone. If you look at your phone, you have all these numbers. A lot of them have names, but you're like, who is this person? So they know Chris is calling. It's right on their caller ID. Hey, how's it going? How's your life? Are you still working? How's your family? Is there something I can do for you?
Okay. And I also heard that you're having successes with Command and using Command to send out text messages. Is that true?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been using Command probably since everybody's been talking about it. Like I dove in right away and started playing around with it because I told you I love technology. It's my thing. So I've been focusing on contacts, tagging them appropriately, and smart plans, and creating my own smart plans. So I'm part of the Command Your Conversion group in Facebook. It's a fantastic group. Everybody literally should be a part of it. There's gold nuggets all throughout it. And one of the members posted a motivational, inspirational text smart plan that he had made up. So I watched that video. I then went to Google searched motivational quotes, found a list of like 100, and literally just copy and pasted them into a smart plan that's going to send out a weekly text for about a year and a half. And it's going to say, hi, John, exclamation point. Here's this week's inspirational quote. Then it has the quote with the author's name. And then I sign off with all the best, Chris DiBiase, Keller Williams, and I leave a link for my mobile app.
So say that to me in layman's terms. You set up an auto text that auto texts your contacts on a what, weekly base, and what does it do? It sends them inspirational quotes?
Yeah, that's it. So it's an automatic text message that goes out weekly, and it's sending a motivational or inspirational type quote.
And what's been the feedback?
It's been fantastic. People want positivity in their life. They're totally sick and tired of scrolling through Facebook and seeing coronavirus memes or this person's political view or this person's, conspiracy theory, etc. They want happiness. They want positivity.
Awesome. And now the smart plan, I know that you were telling me that smart plans are not shareable yet, but they will be shareable within a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I want to say it's very soon, I heard.
If someone is interested in starting a smart plan like that, how can how can they start? How can they go about it?
Well, I'm happy to help anyone. They can reach out to me and I could run them through it real quick. I'll post a link in here to the YouTube video that I basically mimicked. I don't recall if he actually showed you step by step how to do it, but if he doesn't, then just reach out to me. I'll put my email and phone number as well.
Okay, awesome. And yes, it's through Twilio, correct?
Yeah, so it's through Twilio. You need to have a Twilio account set up in Command, and that's going to automatically send that text message.
Awesome.
How often are you sending them, Chris?
Weekly. So I have it every 7 days to send out a new one, and it repeats 6 different times. So essentially the whole smart plan, if I add someone to the smart plan, it's going to go about 18 months before it totally ends. Wow. So every week for 18 months, unless they're like, Chris, stop sending me so much positivity, take me off of it. They're going to get that message, and it's going to remind them that, it's from me, obviously, and that I'm in real estate.
Cool. And how many are in your database, Chris?
So, the best thing about that too is they can reply to that text message. They can reply to that message, and you can communicate back to them. And it's a full log right in Command in your contacts timeline of the communication you're having.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What was the question, Steve?
How many in your database?
Just under 800, like 750, 775.
Got it. Is that mostly Sphere? How is your database organized?
So before this happened, I had about 400 contacts in there. I then PySynced my phone. That brought it up to 1,000, and I cleaned it up. I've been cleaning it up, and I'm down to 775 now. And even in that number, there's some duplicates and triplicates. So I still have to go more, but it's about 700. Cool.
I think we're going to have Chris teach a class on Zoom in the next week or so. That's what it looks like to me.
and just out of curiosity, what is that costing you ultimately on a monthly base?
For the text messaging? Carlos?
Yes, sir.
For each text?
Or in total, for about 800 text-ish messages that you're sending out, what's that costing you?
Well, I don't have 800 people on it. Right now there's about 40 people on it, and I'm adding people as other parts of smart plans that I have. Okay. They're going to get that smart plan is going to be linked to it and introduced to it at a point. So it's going to organically grow to it. What it costs, literally, I don't know. The Twilio account is $20. It's $1 a month to have the number, and it's minuscule. It's literally, you don't even notice it. Once your account gets drawn down to $10, it replenishes to $20 automatically through the card you have on file. It's
about a penny per text is the cost.
It's actually 0.007 cents.
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks, Jen. That's fantastic, Chris. Really great.
Thank you so much. Does anyone have any question for Chris? All right.
I have a question. It's Jen Barboza. The number that they give you, is it associated with your current cell phone number that you use for your business, or is it like, do they recognize you and they could save you, like that's how to contact you if they needed to actually call you?
So that number is not associated with you. They're going to give you, I believe most likely it starts out with a Texas-based number, but you can buy your own number for $1 a month and have them change it over from that number to a more local number, which is what I did. Mine's like a 203-432 number, which is I think a Darien-based area code. So I feel like that may increase the success just a little bit, but it's better to do it one way than not do it at all.
Or like, I guess after your first response, if you get responses to those texts, you could respond back and you could have a signature with your phone number there.
Yeah, so you can always tell them like, this is my business line, text only number to be hyper focused on your real estate needs. I think maybe down the road, it'll be able to accept phone calls. I think that's stuff that ideas have been brought up within Keller Williams Ideas, which would be great if they could return a call to that. But at the time, you just let them know this is text only, and if you need to reach me, here's my direct cell.
Right.
I mean, they can store that number that is coming from in their phone as you as a contact. Just they can't call it.
Add a number to your business card.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah.
If you want, I would say you can, but maybe just put in there in parentheses text only.
It's true. Any more questions for Chris?
I just have a comment about the numbers. You can also add a text signature saying, it's Chris Tabasi from Keller Williams or whoever, as part of your smart plan, so that even if they get it and they've never seen your number before, they still know it's you.
Good point. Well, thanks, Chris. This was really awesome. And I am going to hit you up to teach class. It's going to happen. That was
Thank
great.
you for having me.
That was awesome. I think Karen Mulry. Karen, are you here? You have a rate update for us?
And I think actually Nancy has it today.
Okay, Nancy.
Take it away.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Chris, that was awesome. Congratulations. That was really inspirational during these days. So good for you. That's great. I took some good notes.
Thank you.
Okay, so just a quick rate update for today. If you're talking to anybody who is interested in a 15-year fixed rate, conforming for purchase, what did we say? 2.625, not bad, pretty good. I actually have some people who want to convert from a 30 to a 15. They've had enough equity. They have stable job right now. So we're still doing it, and that's at 95% financing as well. So I know talked about Chase yesterday, and that they're cutting back on everything. And I worked at Chase, and I know they're just a huge company. They're losing money on servicing because people aren't paying their mortgage. And they're also losing money if they're not originating loans and if people don't have jobs. So they're naturally, and then all of their other business lines, they're just completely tightening up, which makes sense for them to do. So mortgages aren't just their only business, but that's our only business. So I hope everyone has a great day.
Awesome. Thank you, Nancy. Paul, where are you jetting off to, man? Can't hear you.
He'll be in Westport today.
Okay, of course.
Only Westport.
Yes. Okay. So Adonis, Marty Miller, what do we got today?
Today is day 13 of our KW 66-day challenge. So today we're going to talk about creating a saved search on the contact card. You're going to see how to create a saved search and also how it looks like from the client's point of view. So Mr. Marty Miller, show us how to do it, please.
Good afternoon, Keller Williams, and welcome back to the KW Command 66-Day Challenge 3.0, Day 12. So today we're going to continue our series of lessons on contacts. We're going to come into our contacts submenu or applet here, second one down. And we're going to dive into one of our contact records. And yesterday we spent some time kind of talking about everything that's happening on this right-hand side of our contact screen, or the right-hand panel. We have now covered timeline, how to add a contact to an opportunity, how to add a contact to a smart plan, how to assign a task to a contact and add a note. And today we're going to talk about saved searches. So if we have a buyer client looking for a property, let's just say 77493 is the zip code here in Katy, and they are searching for properties between 250 and 350. 4 bedrooms or more. I have the ability within my KW Command contact record to set that client up on a saved search. So I can click on Saved Searches. It's going to show that this contact has not been added to any saved search. So let me go ahead and create a saved search. And you can see I can title this saved search. The client will be able to view this title. So just so you have a heads up, I could just basically say 4-bedroom homes in 77493. And let's just say 250. I only have so many characters, right? So I'll just put 4-bedroom homes in 77493. Here is the primary email for AAA Seller, which is the contact I'm setting this up for. You can see if I want to edit this, I have to go back to the contact page itself, and I can get there by clicking on this link. With regards to the location, right now we can search for homes by neighborhood or by zip code. So I said we were doing zip code. So 77493 is the zip code. We're going to choose that zip code, and there it is. It shows up. Price point, we said we were looking for homes between 250 and 350,000. And keyword, you could put in a keyword here if there was something specifically that the client was looking for. Just be careful, because obviously you are then dependent upon the agent writing the description for that listing to include that keyword in their listing. I can also say that sometimes I have written pool in the description of my property, such as backyard big enough for a pool, or a pool ready backyard, or neighborhood pool, etc. in the description. And then I've had agents call me and say, hey, I set my clients up for a home with a pool and your listing keeps showing up. And I have to explain to them, you probably have a keyword search for pool, and my public remarks say pool in it, but it's not that the house has a pool. I'm not trying to be misleading. I'm just trying to tell you how big the backyard is or how close the neighborhood pool is. So just be careful with keywords is the bottom line there. Property types, I can click on the drop down box here underneath property type, and you can see that there are several different options here. Let's say this client is strictly looking for a home. So I can say we don't need condos, don't need townhomes, don't need lots or land or multifamily, don't need apartments. I'd have to decide whether they want to look at foreclosures or short sales. Typically those are a lot more work, and can get clients very excited about a price, and then they realize the process and they opt out. So I'll go ahead and leave in new construction. Obviously if they want a house with a pool, it's probably not going to be new construction typically, but I'll leave that in for now. And listing status, I can click on this drop down box and see that there is for sale active, for sale pending, and for sale coming soon. I don't typically like to show my clients homes that are already pending. Obviously that's the house that they could fall in love with and most likely not end up being able to purchase. So I'm going to uncheck that box, and then I can click in the box and the drop down goes away. Bedrooms, we said 4+ bedrooms. Bathrooms, we're going to leave that alone, but you could choose bathrooms, full baths at least. Then you also have the minimum and maximum year built. So if someone says, hey, I want a historic home, maybe I say the maximum year built would be 1950. If somebody says I want a newer home, if you will, you could say minimum year built 2017. Okay, I'm going to leave those blank for right now. In addition, you have the living area. So how many square feet is the house? Minimum versus maximum here. And then you have 3 different choices. So does it have parking or not? Open house only. So this might be a search if you had clients that are looking for additional open houses. This might also go really well with the open house smart plan. And then there's price reduced within the last 7 days. So another toggle that you could choose. Once I click on create, it's going to show here is now the search that I have set up for my client. In addition, the client is going to get an email So here is the email that I had set up, and it's going to say Marty Miller shared a saved search 4-bedroom home. When I click on that, you can see this is the email that gets sent to the client. So it says, hello, search for a new home can be overwhelming, and that's why I'm here. Excuse me. Just so you know, I tested this earlier, and it may just be that I have the first name as AAAA, and the system recognizes that's not a real name. But when I tested it on myself as a contact, it actually said, hello, Marty, just so you know. So the system should be putting in the first name as long as it's not something silly like AAAA. Searching for a home can be overwhelming. That's why I'm here to guide you. I know your time is valuable. I want to make sure you only receive listings that meet your needs. I created this saved search, which contains homes that check all your boxes. Expect updates to this search in your inbox regularly, or click the link below to view your curated list at any time. Don't hesitate to reach out. So you can see that it has my name. It shows kind of what I put in for the description, and then what the characteristics are that we're looking. And as you start to scroll down, it's going to show all of those properties that are available in 77493, or at least a series of them. And then it'll say see more updates, or I can also start up here at the top and I can click on see search results. When I do that, it actually loads their landing page. Marty's helped create a saved search for you. See 147 results. So a lot of homes available for sale in 77493. So the client can then see all of those here. As soon as they want to favorite a property, they will be asked to sign in for an account. If they've already created an account, then they don't have to. And yet, if they have not, they will be asked to go ahead and sign in, create an account with their password. From there, they can actually start using the collections option, which when they click on the favorite, it'll actually allow them to then put that property in a specific collection, either their favorites, or they can create their own collection categories, such as, you know, vacation home or beautiful kitchen, or, you know, kind of like Pinterest boards. They're going to have their own, they can create their own subfolders of listings and put them in there. So this is a great way for you to set up your clients. They can also click on each one of these pages. And the nice thing is, once they actually click on a listing, if we go back to my command record, you can see on the timeline that it shows, well, it did last time. Let me double check that. It looks like it didn't quite update, but last time I had this working, it did show that I actually viewed a property. So you have that opportunity for them to kind of track that. And then, of course, they have the ability to save that listing, ask you a question, or schedule a tour as well. So that is the ability to create saved searches. Right now, you can only create one per contact. I know that we are working on the ability to create more than one, and yet for now, it is only one saved search per client. Always kind of keep track of your notifications here in Command and your notifications in Kelly. That's typically where those notifications will show up if they fill out the form for more information, schedule a tour, etc. So just make sure you're staying on top of your command settings here. You know, always kind of check the bell periodically to see, usually a red light will show up when you have notifications. And then, of course, always pull up Kelly periodically to make sure you have no missing notifications in Kelly. That's pretty much it, guys. That is today for AAA Seller and their saved search for homes in 77493. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Tomorrow, we are going to talk a little bit more about this big blue and white plus icon and some additional things that we can do in the contact records. And then we're going to be pretty close to wrapping up contacts and moving on to the next session that we have. All right, guys. Hope you have a great day. Look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Thanks so much.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Marty. So tomorrow we're going to talk about adding activities, notes, and calendar events to our contact card. So that's pretty much it for today. Actually, we have a lot of classes for you today, so get into whatever you're interested in. Take as many as you like. And for everybody that's homeschooling, we feel for you. So have a good day today. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.